Did I not promise you guys a Ren Fair outfit? Well, I did. And this is my fit check section, so what do you guys think? Hmm? Got the whole setup. Anyway, I'm gonna sit down now. All right, everyone, settle in. Today we are diving back into cringe quotes, but here's the kicker. These are all from fantasy books, and these are all from fantasy books that I have never read. Because why on earth would I read the entire book when one cringe quote can do the heavy lifting? This isn't exactly like the first part where we sort of gamified it and there were tiers of like mildly uncomfortable versus I want to die. But I still do allow time enough for you to guess what the book is from, because why take away all of your fun? You know, if you've read these books and you want to share that with the world, feel free to tell me how many you got right. Will these quotes make me want to jump into the books, or will they make me want to run the other way screaming? Here's a spoiler alert. It's actually a mixed bag, which I was shocked about. Absolutely shooketh. Also, not to bring up my embarrassing mistakes, but these are real quotes this time. I didn't make any of them up like I did in part 1 with SJM, which it was completely unnecessary to make up a cringe SJM quote. It's not like there aren't enough to go around, but for some reason I did. It came out of my head and I just... Anyway, these are all verified multiple times. Quote number 1, and I am going to read these in dramatized voices because this is how I imagine these people sounding, completely out of context. You're absolutely delicious when you're angry. Too bad my taste is poisonous for your palate. What kind of conversation is this? Are we flirting or are we planning dinner? I knew that Shatter Me was full of teenage angst, but I didn't know it was biochemical warfare level teenage angst. This is crazy. Pretty sure no one's going for seconds of that, or firsts, or if we're eating people, or if... What I'm trying to say is that if the book is poisonous, I won't eat it. If the book is poisonous, if the characters are in the book are poisonous, I don't want to read it. Quote number 2. He only tolerates my existence because our dragons are mated, and here I am salivating over his half-naked body. You guys read this? Like, literally, you read this and you enjoy this. You enjoy this. Dragon mating has side effects? Like, is this flirting or is this a territorial display? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of Fourth Wing, where dragons mate and apparently so do awkward, uncomfortable, hungry humans. Honestly, I still continue to be glad that I have never wasted my time on that book. And if you love Fourth Wing, so be it. I'm just not gonna read it. I'm not interested. There are other books that I can spend my time on. Quote number 3. This book is incredibly iconic for many reasons I don't really understand. If you don't get the quote, then that probably means you haven't read it. If you do get the quote, then that means you have read it and you probably love it. So I can't really win here, but I'm going to do it anyway. And so the lion fell in love with the lamb, he murmured. I looked away, hiding my eyes as I thrilled to the word. What a stupid lamb, I sighed. What a sick, masochist lion. Why did these books become such an iconic staple of our culture? Does that not say something about our culture? This is like if emo angst were wrapped up in a teenage tortilla and then deep fried. It is not good. It is not beautiful. It is not poetic. Why do you guys love Twilight? I have never spent my time reading Twilight, and honestly, the more I hear about it, the more I like it best in meme format. Quote number 4. I'll give you a hint for this one. This is by Holly Black. It is not a book I've read. I already stipulated that. I have read one of her books, and I'll be honest, I didn't really love it that much. So I'm already not a Holly Black fan, and then this quote just... I'll just read it to you. I'll just read it. When a man tells you he's going to hurt you, believe it. They always warn you, and they're always right. Just the logic here actually really confuses me. I did some contextual research to figure out who was saying what and why they were saying it. Apparently it's a mother figure talking to a daughter figure, giving her life advice. So, like, maybe the mother figure is chronically hard to understand. Because what world is she living in where people warn her before they hurt her? Not my world. I mean, sometimes yes, but like mostly in books and movies. I'm just confused. Not really cringed, just confused. Number 5. This one, actually, this is so iconic. The toilet's never had anything as horrible as your head down in it. It might be sick. Did the accent sell it? Tell me the accent sold it. I have never read nor watched Harry Potter, but the more I know about it, the more I know I should read it and then watch it. Because honestly, if this is the kind of energy that Wizard School is bringing out in 11-year-old children, I am here for it. Quotes numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever, I don't know. Because this was actually a tricky one. I have a confession to make. I tried to find a cringe quote for this book, and the more quotes I read, the more I just fell in love with the prose, and the more I'm obsessed with figuring out what the heck is going on. I did find out that apparently it's a sequel to a book, but it was like a popular book talk book, and honestly, those books are really easy to find cringe quotes from, and I was humbled. So I'm gonna read you a few quotes that I found because they're absolutely beautiful. "Oh, I would betray you 100-fold, he said, his voice rising. I would betray you 1,000-fold for her. Who is she, and can I become her? Honestly. Wait, it gets better. And how I would love to be on my knees before you now, surrendering to you and you alone." Who's surrendering? May I meet him? It gets better. I tried so hard to find a cringe quote, I promise, and I'm only gonna read, only 2 more, but it gets better. "Let me be your secret then. Tuck my words into your pocket. Let them be your armor." I found out that this magic system, I think, is based really around words and how you craft them. And if you haven't guessed already, this is Ruthless Vows, which I'm pretty sure is the sequel to Divine Rivals, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't read either of them, and I'm really intrigued by this magic system and this prose. Since the magic system is based around words, that really makes sense why the prose is so beautiful. It's lovely. I want to know who he is, and I want to know who he is. One more quote from Ruthless Vows, and then we'll move on, I promise. "Soon it would be night. The stars would pierce the sky like nails, and he would light the candles and write by fire because the words came easier in the darkness." I really like the way the author phrases things. I totally failed at finding a cringe quote for Ruthless Vows, but I think I put 2 new books on my TBR. Oops. Next. Quote number something. "You're an absolutely stunning, murderous little creature. Beauty, murder, and possessive admiration. That's exactly what I want." No, it's not. That sounds like a red flag. Which the name of the book is From Blood and Ash. Honestly, that kind of tracks. So am I interested in reading Blood and Ash? No. Next, for our last quote, we have a special guest star. He is a beloved. When I say beloved, I mean, I don't know what I mean other than beloved. He is a fantasy staple. So you guys are going to hate me for putting his quote on the cringe list. But you know, no author is immune to cringe. As an author, I can say it myself. I am not immune. He is not immune. So I'm just going to share it with you for the sake of full transparency. It goes like this. "Do not meddle in the affairs of dragons, for you are crunchy and taste good with ketchup." Like, what was he thinking putting that in Lord of the Rings? That's just absolute. I'm just kidding. I know that's a meme. I can't resist putting it in here because I personally think it's hilarious. Just this imagery of dragons with this ketchup bottle, like doop, doop, doop. Yes, I know, that's not the actual quote. Don't hate me, I'm just kidding. What's the actual quote like? Do not meddle in the affairs. Do not meddle in the affairs of wizards, for they are... I don't know, I don't remember. My personal cringe quota has been filled for the day multiple times over. And if yours hasn't been, then I'm a little worried for you. But also, we listen and we don't judge. Which books did you guess? Which books have you read? And are you willing to tell us which books you read? That's the main question. Remember, I haven't read any of these, so don't base your entire life decisions on these books or these quotes. And when I was joking about Tolkien, I was joking, but also literally no author is immune to a bad quote. It is unfair to judge a book based on one cringe quote, but 50 cringe quotes? Fourth week. No, thank you. Stick around for part 3, which will be a different genre of cringe quotes, and maybe even I'll just do my own cringe quotes because there are plenty. Happy reading.